You here to a big night of fights. I'm Joe Tessitore alongside my ringside partner Teddy Atlas. Looking forward to all the action today, and we're just about set for it. Lewis is making his way to the ring right now, and you can just see in his eyes what his intentions are tonight. Marvelous is coming down to the ring now, and what a nice reception as he is completely focused in on his goal tonight.
Remember, guys, obey my commands at all times. Let's have a good, clean fight. Touch him up.
Everybody's been waiting for these two to meet up. Now they do, as round one is underway. Good block by Marvelous. We're underway here. We've been talking in the lead-up to this fight about who has the advantage with the speed. Well, we know who that is. As for his opponent?
Well, his opponent's going to have to come up with something else, and what he's going to have to come up with is timing. You know, timing can negate speed.
How so?
Well, just making sure that before your opponent starts, you time him, you beat him to the mark. You're not as fast as him, but guess what? The good news, this is not a sprint. This is a boxing match. You can beat him to the mark. For all intents and purposes, you're faster.
Nice block that time. It was intended to the head. Lewis is cracked by a right hand. Oh, he's hurt right there. He is hurt. You know, his opponent's doing a good job of just being patient now and looking for that one good shot.
Well, you know, the landscape of this business, the history of this business is littered with guys that they've had someone hurt, they get a little careless, they get caught. He better watch out that he doesn't get put on that landscape.
Blocks it away. Lewis is feeling the impact of that hook to the body. Halfway through round number one. Good defensive skill with the block by Lewis. Lewis's right hand working well that time. He scored well. Able to land another power shot early on here, Teddy. Does he have to worry about trying to keep up this pace?
No, I don't think so. If he keeps at this pace, he's not going to be around to worry.
He digs in with a left hand to the body. Final 10 seconds.
How you doing? Keep your hands up. Don't worry now, all right? I just need you to focus and keep your hands up. Keep working the jab, okay? Double up the jab and just keep moving. You okay? Good, I need you to use your feet, all right? Move around and...
Night long. This is your fight. You are in control. You're in control.
Considering the fact that in the last round he got tagged hard, he looks great right now to open up this round.
Well, I'm not shocked because I think he has character. I think there's substance to him. And the only way that you find the mettle of a person is when you test him, when you push him up against the cliff. And he's being tested now, and he's showing what he's made of.
Good.
Protecting his head well with his guard. Has got to be feeling the sting of that big, powerful hook. Get your hands up. Blocks that punch. Digging in with a left to the gut.
Keep working the body.
Dismisses his opponent's headshot. Lewis is covered with his blood right now. That cut just opened up something fierce.
And you know, you wonder about the psychological damage or potential damage to that. You know, does that affect him where he gets a little down? Does that affect his opponent where maybe his opponent gets a little reckless?
Smart jab by Marvelous. Way to block there. Parries that punch intended for the head. Able to cover up that gut. He tried to nab him up top, but was unable to connect. It'll be interesting to see how this plays out from here. Lewis's cut is now changing the course of this fight.
Well, the fighter's been trying to do his job. Now the corner man, this is the most important person right now in that ring. He has to do his job and stop that bleeding.
Gets rid of that body shot. Just 10 seconds to go here in the second round. Good jab by Lewis. And that's the end of round two.
Won that round, all right?
Lewis is, well, he's back in the corner, which is critical in terms of trying to stop the bleeding on that cut. But it's also critical because they need to put forth a new defensive game plan.
Yeah, they have to make sure that they buy some time here and start moving their head, using their legs, tying up a little bit, doing anything to kill the clock and not get caught on that cut anymore.
You're letting this guy get away. Come on. This is it. You gotta make it a fight now. You can't just move around. You gotta move your hands in there. All right, let's go.
Watch the water in the corner.
All right, listen. We need to create more counter.
And round number 3 is underway. See, that's some fine defense right there. I love that block by Marvelous. Didn't get it done going to the body there. And he engages in the clinch. How about that left hand?
Left and right, left and right.
Good scoring shot. It was a straight right. And now he brings the left hand upstairs. Lewis's inability to hit the target is really making him look silly right now. He's throwing plenty of punches, just none of them are landing.
No, he's throwing them too wide, too far away. And what's going to be worse, right now he's only getting frustrated, maybe embarrassed, as you touched on. But what's going to be worse is when he starts getting counted in between them.
Watch that!
Marvelous's punch is far off the target. And coming upon the halfway mark of this 3-minute round.
Keep moving, keep moving.
What does a fighter need to do to really build the foundation to a great career?
Well, first of all, they have to have the desire to have that great career. There has to be something in them. There has to be coal in that furnace to burn, and to burn later on. Maybe something happened to them in their life. Maybe through their parents, maybe through neighbors, maybe through coaches. Somebody told them they were never going to make it. And they go in their mind that they're going to find a way to make those people wrong.
Relax.
Lewis is left now getting into the mix.
Good job, buddy.
That was a nice hook that landed that time by Marvelous. A well-placed left hand up top. Last 10 seconds of round number 3. Able to dismiss that body shot. Really on the mark with that over-the-top shot with the right hand. And we come to the end of the round.
You're letting him control this fight. I don't know, you know, you got it. Here you go.
Listen, I'm not going to stand here and watch you take those shots. You understand me? Let's see some defense and more punches.
You gotta watch the water in the
Breathe
corner.
in.
Too much.
Take a deep breath.
Marvelous is enjoying a lead on Teddy's scorecard the first time we look at the scores ringside here tonight. Although early on here, it's not as if either man is in and that's wasting away some time with that clinch. See, he's got his guard up really well that time, and it protects his head. Marvelous is in a good rhythm defensively here. Teddy, what is that, a credit to his ability to anticipate?
You know, also, it's the teaching. Let's give the trainers credit. Of course, let's give his background of the amateurs credit, but he learned how to get away from punches. This is technique that was taught to him.
Good shot to the head with that right hand. Right to the body. Halfway through round number 4. Takes a step back, then the counter punch by Lewis.
Very similar to what you see Floyd Mayweather do. You know, make a miss, pull that shoulder back, and then come right back with the counter.
hand over the top, very accurate with it. And just grabbing onto his opponent.
Left and right.
And now looking to hang on. Lewis's right hand did a nice job that time. That worked well for him. Took a shot. Now he gives a left. Seconds to go in the fourth.
Come on, kid, focus.
And that's the end of round 4.
All right.
Lewis's defense is going to need to shine when he gets back out there. I mean, just look at the close-up of that cut we're seeing.
Yeah, he's got to use his legs. You're right, Joe. He's got to get out there and buy some time for those medicines to work.
Okay, relax. This fight is so close. It's really close. Let those hands go, all right? Let them go. This is the time. We need to outpunch this fucking guy. Listen.
Round number 5 has arrived. A well-placed overhand right. Marvelous is giving his opponent headaches here now. He's throwing punches, but he's able to block them away. And that had some bite to it, that right hand by Lewis. Lewis is really in position to control things in this fight if he can do what he did just there, and that's land a good, solid jab. Blocks that blow, and then a counter uppercut.
That's it. That's it.
Well, he goes to the gut with a right hand. He just missed that shot up top. Still plenty of time to work here in round number 5. A minute and a half to go. Keeping his hands up, getting rid of his opponent's offense. Good defense upstairs to stay away from that offensive assault. Blocking that punch. Very good defense by Marvelous. Covers up nicely, gets rid of his opponent's body shot. Coming to the end of round number 5, last 10 seconds. This round is in the books, and it looks like the gas tank on this fighter may be heading towards empty here. What is this, a case of guys just not putting in the road work and the conditioning prior to a fight?
No, you got to figure he came in. His weight was good. Scales don't lie. We looked at the weight. He came in pretty good condition. I think what it is now he's starting to get broken down a little bit, physically and mentally. The other guy is starting to impose himself on him.
Stand in front of him. Okay. You're doing well. Let's get him some water. Let's get him some water. Take a deep breath. Relax.
Back to action here at the start of this round, which is just part of what has been a very evenly fought fight. One of those fights that's going to be very hard to score. Good clean shot, returning fire. Well done by Lewis. Nice block by Lewis. Teddy, what would you recommend based on what we're seeing here tonight?
Well, 2 aspirin and then go. Oh, no. Actually, I would say a little counterpunching would be just what the doctor ordered.
That's a better prescription for him. And he just holds on there. Halfway through round 6.
Left and right, left and right, left and right.
Keep doing what you're doing.
Marvelous is missing punches here. Now, the good news is he's throwing punches, but Teddy needs to be more accurate.
Okay, I give you the bad news.
Please.
He's throwing him to the wrong place. He's throwing him upstairs. He should throw him downstairs. This guy's moving his head. You go downstairs, you take away that head movement. Then you find him upstairs.
How about a return to sender with the left hand?
Come on, kid, focus.
Final 10 seconds of the 6th round. Comes right back with some offense of his own. And that does it for this round.
Yourself.
In between rounds here, Lewis's eye is completely swollen shut. What would you be telling him?
Well, this is going to sound a little tiny harsh, but guess what? This is a tough business. I tell him, you have 2 eyes, right? Use the good one.
Let's keep working behind the jab, okay? Work that jab, then right hook to the body, then left hook to the...
Another round, and if it keeps up with the rest of them, it'll be closely contested and hard to score. Nice block by Lewis.
Nice work.
Solid hook.
Keep moving. You're still not moving enough. Move, move. Focus, relax.
Lewis's defense is playing a prominent role in this fight, Teddy.
Yes, it is, and specifically what it is he has good fundamentals. He keeps those hands up real good, you know. They're attached, they're up around his chin, his elbows in. You know, he has a real shell there that's not easy to penetrate.
Body shots.
Comes right back at him with a left hand. Scores big with the hook to the head. At the halfway point of round 7.
There you go.
He missed by a mile. That wasn't even close by Lewis. Lewis is able to land a good, solid left hand. Marvelous is not the kind of guy that's going to float like a butterfly at all. He's more like an elephant just camped out.
And he's getting stung by a lot of bees right now for camping out.
That's what I want to see.
Ten seconds to go in the 7th. You can see he's trying to score up top, but off the mark there.
All right. You are dominating this fight. Keep it up. Just keep doing what you're doing.
You got any more of these?
Look, you're standing straight up. Move that body. You need to move that body more.
You got any more of these? I'll do the one. Hold it. More blood? Oh, yeah.
Lewis has been in control of this fight here in these middle rounds. He's built a slight lead on your scorecard as we start round number 8. But, Teddy, we often talk about focus. This is where it comes into play, of not just blowing it.
No, this is what the old timers used to say when they used to remind you, and they used to say to me sometimes, you know, there's no 3, 4, 5 round title fights. They all long fights. A lot of guys could be a champ if it was only a few fights. You have to keep it up all night.
Marvelous is throwing lots of punches, and not many are landing. But what's that old saying? Hey, you put enough out there, something's going to stick.
Well, at least he's controlling the rhythm. He's keeping control of the pace right now. And at least when you're throwing, your opponent, for the most part, he's being handcuffed a little bit.
Lewis is snapped by a big shot he just scored with. A sharp knifing punch. That back power hand just scored the knockdown. Lewis has climbed back up from the canvas, may inspire him. Well, supposed to be fighting, but instead he's hugging.
Oh, keep your feet moving.
.90 seconds to go, halfway through round 8. Takes one, gives one. The right hand scores well.
Back to the body.
Keep moving. Relax. Focus.
Now hugging on the inside.
Good.
His opponent wanted the body. He wouldn't give it to him. Clock counting down here in round number 8. 10 seconds to go. Lewis is showing us a great display of one of the best elements of defense, Teddy, and that is your ability to make your man miss by moving your head.
And now what his opponent has to do is he has to understand, hopefully he's been taught this, that yeah, the head moves, but the body doesn't. The body is stationary right in front of you. Right now his opponent should not be going to that head. He should be going downstairs.
All right, you got to bring your hands up. You must bring your hands up. Right? Now, come on, relax. Relax. Shake it out. Shake it out.
It's like a whole new fighter out there. Look at him as we start this round. Remember what happened to him in the last round. Now he's up on his toes.
Yeah, well, remember what happened to him in the last round. That's what we say, but he doesn't say that. He's putting that out. He's putting it into the rearview mirror. He's going forward down the road with a lot of hope, a lot of vigor, a lot of confidence.
Pace yourself.
Nice defense. Good block by Marvelous.
Keep moving.
Halfway through the 9th round. Blocks that belt line well. Lewis is basically giving you the impression that he's a little tentative to throw punches based on what happened earlier when he got hurt.
Yeah, he's got to find a way now to not give up the offense that he had earlier. He wants to go into a defensive mode a little bit, but if he gives up that offense, he'll fall too far behind and get to that no man's land where he'll need a knockout to win, and he doesn't have that kind of power.
Good counter punch. I loved how he moved off to the side and landed it.
Yeah, that's real smart. That's something that you teach in the gym, and you love when you see it executed.
Needs to improve that accuracy. Missed with the headshot. Final chance, last 10 seconds of round 9. End of the round, and he's had better rounds in the fight than the one we just saw, but still, it's very much there for the taking.
Yeah, whoever finishes up strongly in the late parts of these rounds, a lot of times, you know, the judges get mesmerized a little bit here, too. You know, it's a real close fight, and you kind of forgot where the separation was, and whoever grabs the last part of the round, that's who you remember. It's very important in this kind of fight. Finish up good at the end of the round.
Keep boxing just like that. You're moving. You're going to take this one.
Back underway here to live fight action. Tough fight to score. Very, very even, closely contested bout throughout.
Oh, hands up, hands up. Pace yourself.
Blocks the headshot.
Move!
Hook!
Keeps his hands up defensively, protecting the head. Not able to land the headshot. Marvelous, his defense clearly carrying things right now for him. But what else should he be conscious of beyond just this good footwork we're seeing?
Well, the old times would say, hey, you're doing the hard part, you're making a miss. Do the fun part. Make sure he pays.
Halfway through round 10.
Come on, kid, focus.
Marvelous has stumbled back. He just got hurt.
Now put him away!
Wow, stunned moments ago, but now somehow, some way, surviving well.
You know, Joe, I had a fighter once that got dropped in a round, and he wasn't doing real good up to that point. After that, he fought better. He boxed better, he fought better defensively, and when the fight was over, I said, good job. You know, he whispered to me. He whispered, did I get knocked out? Yeah, he did. Huh. He didn't know what had happened. I realized then he was fighting on instinct the rest of the night.
Amazing story. Not the most accurate uppercut you'll see. Counting down towards the end of the 10th round. 10 seconds to go. And this round comes to an end.
Strickland, don't stand in front of him. It's over. It's time. He's got nothing left, okay? Just go for the head. Knock him out. It's done.
More blood? Yeah.
Let's be creative now. Let's throw some punches now, okay? I mean, you're losing this fight. But you have to take chances. Come on, relax. Relax. We're losing every round, so let's get to it.
Good steady work in the recent rounds by him. As we look at your scorecard, Teddy, round number 11 underway, and that momentum that he's been carrying through to this point has evened up the fight.
And he has to do just what he's doing. But now it's up to his opponent now to get a little kick in the backside and say, hey, I let him get back into it. I got to get back. I got to pick it up.
Took a go of it to the body, but came up empty.
Keep working the body.
Marvelous, his defense is paying off now.
Relax, relax. You're taking too many punches. Hands up.
That's a stinging right hand by Marvelous. Halfway through this 11th round. Good block by Marvelous. Tried to land that upstairs and was off the mark. Good defense, just covering up down low. Great movement to get away from those punches. Last 10 seconds of this 11th round.
It's okay. Pay him back. You're losing this fight. I need you to take some chances now. You have to take a chance with this guy, all right?
There you go. All right, come back.
Listen, you need to move your head from side to side, okay?
There you go.
I want to see that head move more. Don't let him breathe. He's hurt. Get him in the...
Good action throughout. We'll see if it keeps up in this round of what has been a very even fight. Not much action as he just ties up. Nice block by Lewis.
You're not focused. Keep working the body.
That was a fine block by Marvelous. Lewis has got a way of just getting away from that punch. He took a shot, but he gives one of his own. A left hand scores. A headshot blocked. Halfway through this round here. Marvelous is crushed by a right hand. Big shot comes crashing home. Remember earlier, he was on the canvas. Now he's looking down on his opponent.
And we thought it was a bad thing earlier for him. It turned out to be a bad thing for his opponent because he got careless here.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
That has a sense of a flash knockdown there. You can see he's not too damaged. His opponent better be careful. He's still got a live guy opposite him.
Oh, yeah, he definitely does. And believe me, the best indicated that he didn't really hurt him. His opponent's not coming after him. He knows that he's okay. He knows that that wasn't one of those big shots that really debilitates a guy.
Final 10 seconds in this, the 12th and final round. Good block there by Marvelous.
Good. Nice work. Listen, I want you to go downstairs, then upstairs, okay? Body, then head. Let's finish this. Listen, you're not working. You're not working. You're not working on the...
Just keep working, and this is your fight. Don't get lazy out there, all right? Just don't get lazy. You're winning this fight.
Got any more of these?
Marvelous is off to a fresh start right now. That last round, he was really shook up, but he looks to be steady on his feet here.
Looking good.
Nothing there on the punch by Marvelous.
That's it, just like that.
Blocks that punch. Able to cover up along the belt line, blocks that one.
One punch, work the body, kid.
That hook was well off the mark. Showing you some defense there with the block.
Oh, you're doing great. Keep going.
Lewis is doing exactly what you should to be a strong defensive fighter. You got to block those punches away. Reaching the halfway mark of this round.
Left and right, left and right, left and right.
Marvelous is showing that he's got some defense of his own. He got away from that punch. See, the defense pays off as he gets rid of that downstairs. Good way to protect the midsection.
More punch.
Got this one.
Marvelous, his movement's really helping him out, avoiding that punch. A nice block by Marvelous. Last 10 seconds.
Keep doing what you're doing.
Tucks those elbows in, blocks the body shot. Marvelous has got to wake up to the fact that he just lost that last round. And the reason he did was because he wasn't efficient. He wasn't accurate. Yeah, he was throwing punches. He wasn't landing many.
No, he's throwing them from too far away. They're too wide. He needs to shorten them up, get into better range, and use that jab as a finder.
Listen, he's done. He's done. Okay, listen.
We got it.
Body and head. Body and head. Double.
The 14th round. Marvelous is left, landing well.
Focus, relax.
Oh, good defense there. That was a fine block by Lewis. He's committed to that jab, and he doesn't just throw one out there, but brings the second one immediately behind it.
Back to the body. Body shots.
Not hitting his mark there going upstairs.
Double up on your punches.
And he's holding.
Doing what you're doing.
Halfway through this round.
Nice.
Not able to land the uppercut. Marvelous's blocking ability is doing well for him there.
Keep working the body.
Uppercut. Keep working the body.
Ten clicks of the talk. Good block by Lewis. Marvelous is in position to win this fight. Trust me when I say that. It's a close fight. He may be trailing, but he can go out there and still take this.
Nice work. Nice work. Keep it up. This guy's never felt a beating like this.
All right, last round. Okay, you have this one. No need to get careless.
We got it.
Don't get caught. Listen, I want you to pick his jabs. Like when he throws a jab, parry it away and you'll catch him, okay? You got that?
They have given a lot tonight. Now one more opportunity to give a little more. The final round is upon us. What an excellent two-punch combo by Marvelous.
Punch.
1, 2.
You see him holding on. Oh, he just misses with that headshot.
You got this one. You got this one. You're not pace
Don't
yourself.
let him get to you, kid.
A good block. That's an impactful right hand by Lewis. Just a minute and a half left in the fight. Off to the side, a little swing and a miss going upstairs.
You got this one. Keep doing what you're doing.
Nice block by Lewis. Just a minute to go in this bout.
Pace yourself.
That's what I want to see.
Able to cover up that gut.
Doing great.
Last 10 seconds of the fight. Well targeted right hand by Lewis. Well, which way did it go? That is the question everybody wants the answer to. The man with the answer is standing in the ring, and here he is. Lewis's work tonight was well rewarded. A unanimous decision win. Teddy, you saw it all along.
It was easy, and he saw it all along. That's the thing. He saw the punches coming all night long. He was good defensively, and he was good with that left hand.
Thanks for being with us, everybody. For Teddy Atlas, I'm Joe Tessitore. Have yourself a great night.